get another question here, Jim. This one was sent in from Ken Hoffman at ESPN Radio 97.5 in Houston.
Ken, he is one of the foremost Houston wrestling historians.
King Kong Bundy was famous for insisting that the referee count to 5 instead of the traditional 3 count when he pinned an opponent. What would have happened if the opponent kicked out after the referee counted to 4? Would it still have gone into the books as a victory for King Kong Bundy? Or would the referee have called for the match to continue? Just because Bundy asked for a 5 count doesn't change the rules, right?
Well, actually, except that the announcers, I believe at the time, made it clear, or they were supposed to, that Bundy would not accept a victory because it was his idea that he was so much better than everybody else that he wasn't just going to pin a man for a 3 count. He was going to pin a man for a 5 count, and he wasn't going to consider it a victory, which is why every time that he got the 3 and the referee stopped, he always held up the hand 5, and they had to do it again, or that was when he would take it. So under those conditions that he was imposing, I believe that if the guy kicked out after 4, that Bundy would obviously be incensed about it and pissed off about it, and probably an angle would result. And I'm surprised that they didn't do that, because it seems to me that's what I would have done. So I think in that case, even though it has not been passed by the state athletic commissions and ratified by the government, I think you can go ahead and say that it would have can. But see, that's the thing. The questions like that are what stipulations were made from, because that's what disputed finishes are made from. And it's so fucking easy to interpret it any way you want to interpret it, because people don't know. He just asked that question. So you could have done anything with that the booker wanted to. Lawler and Valiant in their program, when they wrestled like 12, the main event 12 out of 14 weeks, I think, was Lawler and Valiant, or in tags or whatever, was a 5 count match, where they had to be beaten so decisively so they pinned each other several times for 3 counts, which under a normal circumstance, and that's like doing a job. But since in the fans' mind, no, it didn't count because they kicked out at 3 or at 4. It's got to be 5. So they did 15 jobs to each other as false finishes, but it didn't appear that way. And it was a cool stipulation, but don't overdo it.